Hi everyone, welcome back. Hello to you in whatever capacity I know you, and if I don't know you or you don't know me, hello and welcome to this space. It's good to have you here. Right, in time-honored fashion, let's not beat around the bush. We're doing it so much so that I'm not even pretending to hide the fact that I put my phone on mic stands and just balance it above the keyboard here. Let's get into the song by Hohnen, Honest Mistake, in the key of D major, or at least that's how I'm, teaching it to you, or talking about it to you. Okay, let's start on this chord here, G, E, and F sharp, which is a G major 6/9 chord basically, but without the 3, without the 5, and without the 9, but it comes from G major 6/9, I think. Yeah, I would say so. And that's how it's played. Oh, in the Rick Beato video in particular, I think that's probably the one that's going to drive a lot of people to the track. And so I suppose I'm loosely basing this on that, sorry. We then go to A7. Okay, G's in the bass, A's in the middle of the voicing, and sorry, that's C sharp. A is at the top, C sharp is in the middle, there we go. So a dominant 7th on A with the 7th in the bass. Then to a D major chord with F sharp in the bass, but with an E in it, so it's a chord I feature loads. It's one of the reasons I probably played this track in one of my lessons, is I like it so much. It's a sound I really like, those of you that know me well. So F sharp in the bass, D, E, and A. And then to a version of B minor, which kind of keeps this right hand shape the same. So there's B and F sharp, D, which makes it B minor, E, which makes it, kind of, some people say +4, add 4, what have you, minor 11 perhaps, because if B is 1, E would be the 11. The A is the minor 7th, so it's a B minor chord. Another voicing I particularly like, so again, there's a reason why it's appearing here, and there's a reason why that postcard's on the piano. Right, here's the verse. I think it's a verse. And that goes around, and I won't, of course, as you know, attempt to sing the song. Do that yourselves, or get one of your singer friends to sing it. Okay, so that's that section. We then move into, what do we do? We have there we go. Sorry, I'm trying to remember this. I should really make notes before I make these videos. Oh my goodness. What will they say? What will they think? I think we then get an E minor. We get an E minor, kind of like the 2 minor chord that we build up before the chorus. I'm not sure the exact voicing that Hohnen plays, but that will change depending on the performance that she does, I would imagine. Almost certainly. So yeah, E minor, sorry for the confusion. E minor builds into the chorus, which is this. Like I said, no singing. D major, D augmented, like D major 6, D7 to E7. I think, well, that's actually, is that E9? Yeah, so E9, and then E minor. That's E minor 11, as I'm playing it there. If you hate the A, get out of it. No, sorry. I think the lyric is, there's a canyon between our twin beds. Twin beds are in cheap motels if you haven't stayed in one. Can't recommend it enough. All right, so chorus. Sorry, with chorus with rhythm. Some rhythm. No, sorry, what's going on? How is it played? I think like this. Yeah, so a bit like that. That's a terrible version of it. I'll try and do some class of a playthrough at the end. So that's the chorus. And then once we get here, we end up, I think, up the octave, where you hear that D major chord as a spread voicing D, A, and F sharp. And then we play. Yes, so that's D major. That's A7, but this time over C sharp. And then we go here. And there's a great video of Hohnen Ford on Dead Wax where they talk about a singer whose name, if I was a good tuber, I would have written down and remembered, but I can't. Anyway, this harmony I think is inspired by that lady. God, this is a bad video. But it's D over C. Again, like a dominant chord with the 7th in the bass. And then. So that chorus bit here is G major, G major 7, G major 6, 9. I think that's the version that's played. And then A major over G. The D major add 9 over F sharp. And then the B minor. And you can really do, you know, I would advise anyway, various things on those chords. I mean, they're so good. They can do anything. It's hard to play them badly, even, you know. That's not far off bad, but, you know, it still sounds great. And where were we then? And then back to E minor. And then back in on the D major. So let's try, and I'll try and play the song through. I've probably gone, yeah, I mean, outrageous, goodness. Okay, oh man, average view time, that's gonna suck. All right, I'll try and play a bit of the song. Before I do, the reason I'm doing this today, and the reason I got this postcard is that. So cool, Hohnen Ford if you catch this for whatever reason, because I kind of climb the greasy pole and send it to you, thanks for the postcard. It comes courtesy of two of my students that were also legends and went to see a Hohnen Ford show and talked to her and did the whole selfie thing and what have you, and got this postcard. So that kind of connection is cool. And give a really special shout out to another student of mine that introduced me to Hohnen Ford via her exceptional, and I mean exceptional, vocal performance on the track, which is called Lullaby. I think it's called Lullaby, on the Johnny Mansfield Elf Tet record. If you don't know that, goodness me, have a listen. The whole record is great, and it's got, I can't believe I'm saying this, Chris Potter playing saxophone on it. That seems mad to say, but it's true. But anyway, Hohnen Ford is on that, and like, goodness me, yeah. So thanks for that. And, you know, hopefully if you're still here, like 11 minutes in, you found a nice, quiet, hopefully calm and real place on the internet to do a bit of whatever it is that you're doing here, which is cool. I have no intention of, you know, making your screen time horrible and all that kind of stuff, nor am I interested in your money or, you know, what have you. But just, you know, the vibe of it is cool, and that kind of connection is social media. I don't know. Anyway, cool. Thank you to Hohnen Ford for the postcard. I really mean that. Great. Now I'm going to murder your song. Told you. And then, you know, we'll cut to it, so then we get 1, 2. So the chorus. You have to imagine singing here. Cool. So again, I told you the playthrough is trash. It's only because the music's so good. It's like disarming all of my skills, which are limited at best. But there we go. And again, you know, do what I would do with this kind of music, which is like absorb all what's really great about it. And again, thanks Hohnen Ford and everyone else that's written in D major. You know, huge shout out Joey Landreth if you don't know Joey Landreth. If you don't know, yeah, D major. Yeah, right, thanks for stopping by, and yeah, big shout out to those that have contributed to the video. Cheers, see you soon, I think.